Next-gen graphics, jaw-dropping gameplay, and worlds you won't believe are possible, the PlayStation 5 lineup is about to explode with mind-blowing experiences. Let's dive straight into the future of gaming.
Introducing the Megalodon, the apex predator of the prehistoric oceans.
Jurassic World Evolution 3 Megalodon takes prehistoric management to a terrifying new level. You're once again in charge of creating the ultimate park, but this time the oceans themselves are the greatest threat. The arrival of the Megalodon changes everything, with colossal predators lurking beneath the waves. Every choice in building habitats, managing security, and balancing spectacle can determine the future of your park.
These giants demand constant attention, but offer unmatched spectacle. Powerful, primeval, unrivaled. The Megalodon truly brings prehistoric...
Alien Rogue Incursion returns with its Evolved Edition, pushing survival horror beyond imagination. You'll navigate suffocating corridors where silence is your only ally, and every flicker of light warns of what's hiding in the dark. Enhanced AI makes enemies more cunning, forcing you to rethink every move. With visuals rebuilt for next-gen hardware, the fear feels sharper and closer than ever before.
Deadly. Relentless. Unstoppable. If they reach Earth, humanity ends. As long as one colonial marine fights back, we still have a chance to survive.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Ashes of Damned takes the series into its darkest chapter yet. Set in a fractured world, the campaign delivers heart-pounding action and cinematic storytelling on a massive scale. Multiplayer introduces new battlegrounds with weapons that redefine high-octane combat. From crumbling cities to deadly wastelands, every firefight pushes the boundaries of realism.
We got that straight. It is a party. And y'all are the guests of honor. Or, technically, the main course.
And who the fuck are you?
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass. See y'all real soon. In the meantime, why don't y'all get to know some of the natives?
Kill them or be killed!
You all are some bona fide cutthroat killers. This is gonna be fun.
Ghost of Yōtei combines deadly swordplay with mystical tales from Japan's legends. From snow-covered villages to haunted shrines, every location feels alive with atmosphere and danger. Each battle tells a story of honor, sacrifice, and destiny. Combat is cinematic yet brutally unforgiving, demanding perfect timing and skill. Ghost of Yōtei promises a journey of honor, vengeance, and survival against both men and spirits. Hela plunges you into a myth-inspired world where gods and mortals clash in haunting landscapes. Ancient ruins and divine battlegrounds set the stage for a story of betrayal, vengeance, and survival. Combat is fierce and cinematic, with powers drawn from forgotten legends. Every decision moves you deeper into a place where the line between life and death fades. In this world, embracing the darkness may be your only path to victory. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Claws of Awaji expands the series' journey through feudal Japan with stunning depth. As the Brotherhood's fight grows bloodier, stealth and swordsmanship become your greatest allies. The sprawling islands are alive, with danger, secrets, and political intrigue at every turn. From brutal duels to silent assassinations, each moment feels like a dance of steel and shadows.
Forevermore.
The shinobi, could she be my mother? If Tsuyu is here, I hope I'm not too late. Tell me where the shinobi is or I will take your head.
Naue. My Naue.
I'm here to save you.
A long-lost daughter, desperate to earn her mother's love, no matter the risk. I don't think so. Before the Sanzoku Ippa, Awaji was a paradise. But everything changed. Their hold on Awaji is a death grip, nothing less. On this island, you are no longer the hunters. You are the hunted.
This was all a trap to lure me here.
More of them are coming. You live up to your legend, which is why I brought an army.
I am Fujibayashi Naue, daughter of Tsuyu. And I am not done yet.
Little Nightmares 3 drags you once again into a world where innocence is devoured by fear. Strange puzzles, grotesque environments, and terrifying monsters fill every step of your journey. The atmosphere is darker than ever, with visuals that blur the line between dream and nightmare. You'll need courage and cunning to survive encounters that seem designed to break you. Rainbow Six Siege X redefines tactical combat with the futuristic M.U.T.E protocol. High-tech gadgets, advanced weapons, and experimental strategies elevate team play to new extremes. Every second is a test of skill and precision, as the smallest mistake can mean instant defeat. The visuals and mechanics have been rebuilt to deliver faster, sharper, and deadlier battles.
You're a go-getter. You're a trendsetter. You're an entrepreneur.
Rise of Industry 2 brings the tycoon genre to a new era with next-level complexity. You'll build sprawling industrial empires, balance fragile supply chains, and navigate global markets. Every resource, decision, and expansion shapes the destiny of your corporation. Fail to adapt, and your empire can collapse in an instant. Success requires vision, strategy, and the drive to dominate.
By expanding and harvesting local resources, all to satisfy gaps in the local market. Become a household name and monopolize every part of production. Make sure to bypass local suppliers and bring all utilities in-house for maximum profit. But why stop there? Have the nerds in R&D find new ways to industrialize. And of course, provide much-needed jobs to grow the local town. But you can't do it alone. Only by having the best and brightest on your board can you bring your goods across all of America and beyond, utilizing worldwide connections. Well, what are you waiting for? Become the next business mogul today.
Stranger Than Heaven pulls you into a surreal adventure where reality constantly bends. Strange landscapes, haunting music, and emotional choices create an atmosphere unlike any other. The game challenges your morality as much as your survival, blurring the line between dream and truth. Each encounter feels otherworldly, as though the ground beneath you is never quite stable.
Got a name?
Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
任務は遂行する。
この守りを崩せるか。
作戦。
Street Fighter VI powers up with the arrival of Sea Viper, a fighter defined by ruthless speed and high-tech chaos. Her electrifying abilities shake the battlefield, forcing players to rethink their strategies. Every punch, kick, and combo explodes with cinematic detail and raw intensity. With her return, the fighting roster feels more unpredictable than ever. The streets are about to witness a storm unlike any before.
Here comes a new challenger! Here comes a new challenger!
Trucker Felix, this is Dispatcher A. Checking in with you. How's that engine purring?
Truck driver grows bigger with The Dutch Connection, a new chapter for fans of life on the road. Explore scenic Dutch highways, deliver critical cargo, and expand your reputation as a professional driver. Improved physics and visuals bring the weight and feel of trucking to new levels of realism. Each delivery is more than a job, it's a story of ambition, endurance, and connection.
How's it going? How are the kids? I think Josh was still mad at me for moving to Europe. We haven't spoken since I got here.
I love my home here.
I miss you, Sarah.
Valheim makes its next-gen debut with stunning visuals and optimized gameplay for PS5. Explore a vast Viking afterlife filled with brutal survival, deep crafting, and epic battles. Alone or with allies, you'll conquer dungeons, slay beasts, and build strongholds worthy of Odin. The world is unforgiving, but discovery rewards the brave. The trials of Valheim have never been so immersive.
But old man Odin just had to have his way. He called for you. His Valkyries carried your wretched souls here to fend for yourselves in the wilderness. You can build your halls. You can search for meaning. You can risk your puny lives. But you will never defeat us.
Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 sinks its teeth into a new generation of players with its dark, narrative-driven RPG. Navigate a world of vampire clans filled with politics, betrayal, and hunger. Every choice you make shapes alliances, enemies, and the story itself. The city's underworld thrives on secrecy, and power always comes at a cost.
You should run. Do not resist.
It's not often I see someone new in my city. Tell me your story, and we shall see if we are friends or not.
I found that asking the cabinets real nicely make all the difference.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot. Hey, Philomena, I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
Damn, you're one sexy piece. Need someone to keep you warm tonight?
Macedonians! Have you ever seen so grand?
Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition arrives on PS5, bringing a legendary strategy classic to life like never before. Lead powerful civilizations, command massive armies, and rewrite history in epic battles. Enhanced visuals and refined controls make each clash cinematic and seamless. Whether you're building empires or crushing enemies, the Definitive Edition is the ultimate way to experience this timeless game.
Let undying glory be the victor's prize.
Alkahest immerses you in a mystical world of forbidden alchemy and ancient secrets. Craft devastating powers, unlock abilities, and face monstrous enemies that feel torn from forgotten legends. The combat blends strategy and magic in breathtaking ways. Every step uncovers mysteries that question the price of knowledge itself.
Platform 2 terminates at this station. Please mind the gap between...
Atomfall. The Red Strain expands the apocalypse with even darker survival challenges. Wander irradiated wastelands where resources are scarce and every encounter could be your last. The Red Strain adds new dangers that twist the world into something more horrifying. As humanity clings to existence, the balance between hope and despair grows thinner.
More contaminated.
They called it the Red Strain.
Allied detected. Support units to the rescue. Here comes the cavalry. You made a bad mistake.
All creatures the Red Strain contaminated became violent and quite out of control. It's time to put an end to this horror. We must eradicate all traces of the Red Strain.
Look at them, living out their meaningless lives.
Diablo 4 erupts into madness with the Season of Infernal Chaos, the most destructive chapter yet. New dungeons, enemies, and fire-drenched worlds test even the strongest warriors. Endless loot and evolving challenges keep the chaos alive long after the first battle. Every fight pulls you deeper into the heart of hell.
With his every footstep, Mephisto tears a hole in the very fabric of sanctuary. And chaos rushes in to fill the void. It gnaws at the edges of reality, begging to be unleashed. The gates of hell cannot contain it. Nor can they contain me. Deliver humanity from the natural order. I will be Sanctuary's ruin.
My name is Kyle Crane, and I survived the apocalypse. When the virus hit, I was immersed.
Dying Light the Beast revisits the franchise's most unforgettable moments in preparation for the future. Parkour survival, vicious zombies, and cinematic storytelling collide in a retelling of its darkest chapters. Every highlight builds toward the monstrous new threats yet to come. For veterans, it's a reminder of how far you've come. For newcomers, it's the perfect way to meet the beast.
Just another undead freak wandering the streets. And then there was Spike. He was like a brother to me. Turned out Haran wasn't what the media was selling us. The GRE had dropped me into the middle of a nightmare. The virus had ripped through the city, turning people into monsters. But the biggest monster of all was Rice. A warlord who ruled the city with an iron fucking fist. He was the one who stole that secret file. Turns out the GRE weren't the humanitarian agency they pretended to be. They didn't want a cure. They wanted a weapon. I managed to stop them, but in the process, I lost everyone I cared about. And then, I escaped Haran and hid out in the countryside, where a strange cult had taken control. The Children of the Sun followed a religious leader they called the Mother. She did something to me. She changed me. Clinging to my last shred of humanity, I was hunted by the GRE for months, for years. Finally, they caught me, locked me in a cage like an animal. And then, the real horror began.
Wreckreation tears down the limits of racing games with pure chaos and creativity. Build insane custom tracks, share them instantly, and challenge your friends in real time. From impossible stunts to explosive wrecks, no two races will ever look the same. With endless tools at your disposal, every track is your playground. In Wreckreation, destruction is the rule, not the exception. Resonance continues the heartbreaking saga of A Plague Tale with haunting beauty and devastating detail. A world plagued by war, loss, and the ever-present swarm of rats sets the stage for sacrifice and redemption. Every choice weighs heavy as the legacy of survival grows darker. Emotional storytelling and stunning visuals immerse you in a tale of love and despair. Kiborg transforms into a new experience with its massive co-op update. Join forces with friends in high-octane battles against futuristic enemies, combining cybernetic powers for devastating effects. The gameplay is faster, the action more explosive, and teamwork more vital than ever. Every mission feels like a test of survival and coordination.